Okay guys, we are on day 208 of the search for Sebastian Rogers. He's 15 with autism and he vanished on February 25th into the 26th, and here's what we know. The atmosphere surrounding the case is obviously very volatile, hostile, wild, I guess, to say the least. You guys saw social media ramp up and then quickly ramp down very fast, very rapidly in a matter of days, right? So when you have a social media frenzy surrounding a case, it becomes hectic. Opinions turn into facts, speculation turns into concrete evidence, and eventually it makes it down a whisper down the lane fashion where at the end you have an entire narrative that sounds good and might fit a few pieces, right? But it's just incorrect. All the pieces of the puzzle aren't there. You can't put it together. You can't try to make sense of it because it won't make sense. You can't make sense out of something that doesn't make sense, right? So there's just enough there, enough theories, enough speculation, enough hearsay to start making sense. And from there, everybody was off to the races. It was hearsay galore on both sides of the spectrum, right, guys? And it was fueled a lot by social media. And when there's little information that comes out, it's known in a lot of cases that little information leads to misinformation. But when you have misinformation that is not checked and it continues and continues and continues by then, how do you check it, right, without kicking a hornet's nest, essentially? When you have people that have been sticking to one fact for many months and it turns out to be a false one, how do you go about it without insulting the individual who made the allegation, right? Now, obviously, there probably is a lot more, but I can't discuss anything whatsoever as it pertains to that. And at the end of the day, I cannot discuss the case much. As simple as that. And you guys are going to see like some member-only lives. For the most part, like, there's nothing about Sebastian in those lives. Like I said from the start, we're not going to be trying to force people in to pay to get updates, right? No, the membership videos are, I guess, are going to be like little lives just to kick it and discuss the weather and try to, I don't know, but we'll have conversations. Obviously, we can't discuss the case. It's a very strange situation, something I've never experienced before, and it's rather unique. It's a rather unique situation when you're walking on eggshells to search for a missing teenage boy with autism. There's a lot we wish we can say, but it's just, it is what it is, right, guys? Some cases are sensitive and other cases are swayed by public panic, by rumors, by speculation. And in this specific case, its focus will remain on Sebastian, on finding answers for Sebastian's loved ones. But again, we can't discuss the case. It's a very unique set of circumstances, but the lives that I have on my members only side, I wouldn't subscribe. So I mean, look, at the end of the day, I appreciate people that do and that pay for the memberships. I personally would look at it as a, what the heck is this? But I guess I'll start going live on there so you guys have something and we could talk about something like other stuff. There's a lot of other stuff. At the end of the day, though, we are still searching for Sebastian Rogers, who vanished back in February. He's 15 years old. He has autism, and it's time to bring him home, right, guys? It's Christmas is coming up. His birthday's in January or December, and he turns 16 this December. Christmas is coming up, and the goal is to have him home for Christmas with his family, with his loved ones, with his friends, back where he belongs, at home. So again, if you see something, dial 911, TBI, authorities, report tips. But Sebastian Rogers is missing. He's 15 years old, and we're gonna leave it at that. And the goal, right, guys? The goal was to get the creators off of the bandwagon of slamming and scaring everybody that gets involved to welcoming any support, whether it's an enemy, whether it's a friend, whether it's a stranger, whether it's somebody that you don't quite know yet. You have to feel them out. You have to let them get their feet wet, and then you start passing judgment, right? You don't pass judgment at the very beginning. It scared a lot of people off. Hopefully that has come to an end, right? The threats slowed down big time. To say the least, it worked to slow down the crazies and put focus back towards Sebastian, where it should have been. And that was the goal. I mean, if you have to get to that goal by coming in and I guess getting the YouTube community bickering and coming at you to get to that goal, that's fine. I have no problem with them coming at me. I can handle myself and I know what there is to know about me, right? You guys aren't gonna find something that I don't know about me. I specialize in finding stuff out on people, so I can guarantee you that I know everything there is to know about me. Nothing is a surprise and nothing's an exclusive. Okay, I've said everything that I've said to anybody that thinks they have an exclusive. I'm sure I've said it to 30 or 40 other people, maybe 100. So there's nothing exclusive when it comes out of my mouth to people that I've never met in person, right? Or people that I don't speak with in person. It just is what it is. There are no crazy exclusives that you're gonna find. I'm on Google. You guys can find like everything there is to know about me. You don't like it, too bad. I'm sorry, I guess. Bye. But again, guys, this is about Sebastian Rogers. That was the goal, to put the coverage back on him. And now that it is, I'm not saying I'm backing out, because we're not. We are actively trying to find this young man and bring him home where he belongs. But that's not going to be done on YouTube. Spreading awareness already started. The awareness is moving. The bandwagon is flying. And people are getting back on board for the right reasons. And I'm the first to say it when I see it. People like Clue Who, I'm sorry, but that name is stuck in my head forever. She is showing that she's not in it just for the headlines when she goes above and beyond and starts going out and looking, right, guys? That shows that to her it wasn't about the headline. Maybe I'm just too quick to pass judgment on it, but when certain people vanish and other people say, you know what, I see what the parameters are, I understand where John or Jane Doe are coming from, I'm gonna change it up and refocus this back on Sebastian. That speaks volumes as to character, as to the thickness of somebody's skin and their motivation. Let's hope that motivation stays Sebastian. Let's hope that motivation remains Sebastian, that all green lights are for Sebastian and there's a red light for drama. If people that have been ridiculed, such as Clue, have the ability to turn it around and make things right by just doing the coverage that needs to be done, keeping the spotlight on Sebastian, getting people up and about. I don't care if you hate me, I don't care if you love me, I don't care if you don't know me, and I don't care if you despise me, but if you go out and look, you have my respect, right? That goes for everybody. That's the goal. It's to find a young man. So shout out to Clue, because you're doing it, girl. I mean, you're starting to prove that this is not about anything except Sebastian, and I wish the others would have followed your lead instead of just abandoning him, right? Those that abandoned him make it so he vanished now 3 times. First in February, second in between the drama, and then when the drama started to end, for the 3rd time. And what, the final time? I mean, come on, guys. We're better than that. We have to get together, we have to unite, we have to stand together, not because we like one another, but for Sebastian Rogers. We all have unique platforms, each and every one of us, whether you have 500 subs, 10,000, 100,000, 200,000. We have very diverse crowds, very diverse viewers that may not see eye to eye, but they will see the same end goal, as long as creators such as myself and you lead them in the right direction and remind them this is about Sebastian. It's not about anybody else, nobody else whatsoever. It's about a young man, Sebastian Rogers, who vanished in February. And guys, it's time to light America up in green. Let's get those green bulbs going. If you see them anywhere, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, grab a set and put them out. Let's light up the country. Let's spread awareness. And this is about bringing a young man home. It's not about drama. It's not about commotion. It's not about anything except Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He's 15 years old. He has autism. He vanished in February, and it's time that we bring him home. Christmas is coming up. His birthday's coming up. He's turning 16, and let's make it an extra sweet 16 with him back at home just in time for Christmas. Again, guys, stay safe, stay vigilant. And when I'm live on the members only thing, it's not going to be any exclusives. It's just going to be like a hangout, I guess. So you guys don't feel like you're just there in limbo by yourself. You're not. Again, stay safe, stay vigilant. If you see something, say